I ask every single guest who comes on, what is one thing that you have never said before?
Never said before. Admittedly, that is, like you mentioned, difficult to try and figure out, having done interviews and conventions and whatnot. I've been proudly open about my own relationship with mental health, and the Always Keep Fighting campaign has been a great help for me, and I think for many others that have expressed that it's helped them. So I'll say this: it was 2015. I had a really low moment. I was letting my thoughts kind of take over and go into a place of like dramatic suicidal ideation. Uh, and called my wife, and she said, "Get home." And so got home, went to a clinic for a couple of weeks, and looked into it, and haven't been suicidal since. Not for a moment. That having been said, there are still highs and lows that we talked about earlier. Like you're a human, I'm a human, she's a human. Everybody who's listening to this presumably is a human, gonna be a human. So there are highs and lows, and today's a low. Just I'm fine, nothing to worry about. But there's a lot of I have a lot of sadness about Walker, the family. Um, And again, my tears aren't for myself, but I know I'll be fine because I'm talking to you about it. I talked to Jen about it. I talked to my friends about it. And so just to please be open, please share, please find somebody, whether it's friend or professional, and speak your truth. And just because you're low now, meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. I know the other shoe will drop, and I have friends I love, a new friend I love, and family I love. So just excited to be out there, be open. And something you said earlier, or Jen said earlier, we'll see. Just those two words, well, one contraction and one word, but we'll see. Something seems great, might not be. We'll see. Something seems terrible. We'll see. Like keeping an open mind and looking to tomorrow, looking to next week, next month, next year has helped a lot. So just thinking about like, hey, we'll see. Yeah.
Thank you for opening up about that.
Yeah.
And Jen, before we get to you, Jared, I think that it's so important more and more people talk about that. And you brought up something specifically that I do want to touch on a little further because I don't think a lot of people would feel safe or confident enough to reveal that. And you mentioned a clinic, and I presume that's a place you actually went for a period
Yeah.
of time to get some
Yeah.
help. There's such a stigma surrounding that still. There's a huge stigma around mental health still. I mean, I've lost a friend to her mental health struggle, which was a horrifying time in my life. And I don't think people talk about that enough, but people certainly don't talk enough about going to a place to actually get the help. So thank you for sharing that. And for people listening who might feel like that's something they could never bring themselves to do, even though they might need to do that, what would you say?
Well, first, I don't think everybody needs it. I got to a place where I needed it. I needed
Yeah.
a full reset. I had spent, 15 years in this industry where I was, when you go to an audition or a red carpet, they don't want like, Jared, how are you doing today? Oh man, today was rough and like I didn't sleep. They want like, oh, it's great. Like excited to be here, excited to, so I had done that for so long, trying to focus, like we talked earlier, about like what's best for the person who's talking to me, as opposed to like just being honest. And there's a time and a place. I would say it's I don't wear it as a scarlet letter. Like it's not like I'm shameful. Like, hey, I see a therapist. I've been to a clinic. I like wear it proudly. Like I put it on my face and like tell everybody, like, yeah, dude. If you're not in the situation where you need that degree of help, then don't seek it. But I needed a surgeon, not literally, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I needed it, and here I am, and I've never been. Like I said, today's a hard day. It's been a hard month since we found out, but I'm in a great place with my wife, our children, my friends, my family, and so I'm certain without Jen and without my time spent really going like, okay, these feelings and thoughts are real feelings and thoughts, but they're not reality. Like, how do I put those over there and go like, okay, I'm feeling really excited. That's going to change. I'm feeling really down. That's going to change. I'm feeling really anxious. That's going to change. So just learning to look, seek help, open up.